Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Wuthering Waves video. In this video, we're going to talk about Jinshi. Now, I should state, I got really lucky with her. I actually did lose my 50-50 and didn't end up getting her, but then I decided to just screw it, and I ate into this currency here and got pulls and managed to get her early, which I was so happy about. And I even managed to snap her weapon somehow with barely any pity. Like, I can show you here. I got her weapon and look, barely into the pity much. So I got super lucky, was super happy, and this is my Jinshi currently. These are her stats. As you can see, 1600 attack, 52% crit rate, which I am trying to work on getting better crit rate, but sadly I haven't been getting too lucky with the echoes, but I have really good crit damage on her at the moment. And honestly, I've been so pleased with her. She has been doing insane amounts of damage. I'm going to show you very quickly now. I don't know. Let's do this thing here. Let's go to one that's closer to this one here, right? I will show you her damage, and this is with my Jinshi. Now, I know some of you may have gotten her
Onwards.
and have not been doing that much damage with her. And I will actually show you that the low numbers you're hitting, even though you have amazing stats, I will show you here as well that you're not the only one that's hitting low numbers, especially with her skill, because her skill is where the damage comes from. So let me show you really quickly. Okay, use the Q. Okay, there we go. Then press C for the skill, attack more. There we go. I mean, that's pretty good damage there, but here's my skill damage now. Okay, 25k, that's pretty good. Honestly, I was expecting to hit a lot lower numbers than that. I should have hit lower numbers than that. Let me try again. Okay, here we go again. 6k, did you see that? I only did 6k with that attack there, right? And I can explain to you why. There is a reason why you're not hitting as high numbers of her, even though you have amazing stats. I mean, you saw I had 275% crit damage, and I did crit. You saw 6k. Why, you may be asking? It's this right here. You see this bar here? This will determine that damage you do with the skill. Let me go in and explain to you real quick. If we go over here, right? I believe it's this one. Scroll on. Yes, Incandescence, I believe is what it's called. She can hold up to 50 incandescence, which is that bar at the bottom, right? What is that incandescence? It increases the amount of damage that she does per incandescent stack she has to her skill. The more incandescence she has, the more damage that skill of hers will do. How do you get those? How do you build that up? Well, she can build it up herself by attacking, which isn't very quick. But the quickest way to build her up is by you having someone on this team with the same attribute as her, and switching to them and doing their attacks, and also having characters who have coordinated attacks stats. What's that, you may be asking? If I go right here, Yanwu, he has a coordinated attack. Verena, coordinated attack. This is what you want. Now, the optimal team here would be actually Mortefi and Verena. That is the best two onslaught to have with Jinshi to get the most incandescence. But sadly, I don't have Mortefi, which has definitely upset me and surprised me. But Yonwu is definitely a good enough substitute. Now let me show you how. So let me do my attacks. There we go. There, you want to have those skills, do you? There you go. Done. Okay. Now switch to Verena. Okay. Now, I don't know if you noticed at the bottom, but I didn't have much filled up on incandescence. Now let me use Verena for a little bit. There we go. Switch to Yonwu. Do some attacks with him. I don't really have him built too well, so he doesn't do too much damage. I'm trying to build him, but I'm getting extremely unlucky. Right, let me switch back to him. Look at that. As you can see, the stat it's filled up a lot more now. Now watch how much damage I'll do. Watch this. 159k right there. That is how you're supposed to play her. You need those incandescent stats, which is what you need. Which is why you need Yanwu, Verena. Yinlin also works. She also has coordinated attack. But you need to be running these teams with her, otherwise you're not going to be hitting any damage. You need to. Now also, the way you should play her, you should never use the skill on its own. You should always do attack, 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 and then this. There you go. Attack, 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 and then this, that skill. You should always be doing that. Never just use the skill on its own because it doesn't do anything. It does no damage at all. Now, how to build her. Obviously you want attack, you want crit rate, you want crit damage. Those are all mandatory. Now, the set you should be using is Celestial Light, 100%. I wouldn't use anything else. This should be the only set you're using. I would go for Dewey as the piece here. You can use Aches if you want to, but I don't recommend it. Honestly, Dewey is the much better to have between the two. As you can see, I've been trying to get a crit damage Dewey piece here with crit damage and crit rate, but I've been getting so unlucky. Like, here you go. This is just one of them, but I've had so many others of crit damage Deweys, and I've just been getting so unlucky with the rolls, but that's okay. You want Spectre damage bonus with crit rate, crit damage. Again, I only got crit damage sadly. Spectre damage bonus again, crit rate, crit damage. This is pretty decent. And then you want attack, crit rate, crit damage. Attack, crit rate, crit damage. Self-explanatory. If you do all this, you make sure you have the right teams on. And, you know, for her weapon now, if you don't have this weapon, obviously, you can go for this one. Again, if you don't have this one, which is from the standard banner, everyone does get a free 5-star weapon of their choice or from the standard banner when you hit level 45, so you can always pick this up from there. If not, this is also a okay option because it gives some crit rate. You can use this, but this is obviously in the battle pass, and if you don't have this at the moment, you can put this on for now, the Helios Cleaver, if you have it. Those are what I would recommend. If not everyone gets this for free in the story, this would be an absolute worst case scenario, but then you could use this. That is about it. You want to make sure you're leveling up the skills, and if you do everything right, as you saw from earlier on, I hit 160k with her skill. So that is how you should play her. You should make sure you have the right characters on. So I would suggest Yunwu, Mortefi, Yinlin, and Verena. Right? Always have Verena on if you have her, and then use one of the three. If you have Mortefi, 100% use him. If not, Yinlin or Yunwu works. And again, you want to go attack, 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 and attack, and then do the skill. And then just keep that rotation going. Always be switching out to Verena and Yunwu, or whoever you have other than Yunwu. If you have Mortefi, always be rotating around. Don't stay on Jinshi the whole time, because you'll be missing out on a lot of damage. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye bye.